Welcome, Lisa.
Thank you for having me. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you. So you're one half of the musical duo, Sonshine and Broccoli, Canada's top children's performers.
Yes.
So your musical partner, Brock.
Yes.
How did the two of you meet?
So this is really funny. So I went to school for musical theater. We went to Sheridan College. So we met there. We were like best friends right away. And we did 3 years together. And when we graduated, in my head, I was going to Broadway and Brock was going to be a rock star. And then I decided to start these mom and talk groups. Mm-hmm. Someone's like, why don't you do that? I was like, okay, look, I'm auditioning, so why not? And I play a little bit of guitar and I was like, okay. And then I got my first group. Oh, wow. And then I chickened out. And I was like, called Brock and I was like, can you help me? And he's like, yeah. So he came over, we wrote a welcome song and we wrote a goodbye song. And we went to go do this class. It was 20.
Okay.
And they were like, where did you guys come from? Why do you sound like the musical Rent? And
so your chemistry was like instant because you really have such phenomenal chemistry, the two of you.
We're so
you
lucky.
Work well together.
We work so well together, and he's like a brother to me. So
what's it like working with your best friend? I mean, you are best friends.
We are best friends.
And you both have young families, and like you work together. What's it like? You know?
Honestly, it's amazing. I think the only way it works is because our personalities are so different. Do you know what I mean? Like I take care of a lot of the bigger stuff and Brock does a ton of the musical stuff, and together it works. And it's been 21 years now, so we're doing something right.
21 years.
That's
awesome. So like what inspired you at the beginning? I mean, started to tell us, but to get into children's music and performing.
Never in my life.
You said Broadway, right?
Yeah.
Was that
never in my life. If you asked me 21 years ago if I thought this would be my career, never in my life. I didn't even think about it.
So then what was it?
So when we started these classes,
yeah,
it just blew up, especially in our community. It blew up.
And you felt like there was a niche for that? Or
I felt like there was such a niche that it was like, oh, I need a job, so here we go. And then we started writing music and they're like, can we listen to you guys? Like your voices are amazing, your musicality. So we wrote an album. It was our first album. It was called the Sonshine and Broccoli Jam. Mm-hmm. And we were babies. We literally wrote it in like Starbucks. And like, so we both of us didn't even have cars. We were like in subway malls. And we wrote this album and we recorded it and everyone freaked out. They just loved it. And so we were like, okay, like here we go. And then we started getting booked for gigs and Walk for Israel. And I mean, our community really, really is where we started.
Yeah,
the Jewish community, which is so beautiful. And from there, it really was like, you know, we got a manager and a producer and a booking agent. And it was just...
So it just exploded.
Just
naturally, holistically almost.
That's what I say. It always was a natural progression.
So I have to ask, Sonshine and Broccoli. So the name itself is just inviting for children.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with that?
So my last name is Sonshine.
Right. And Broccoli.
And Brock... His name is Brock.
Brock, and you just went with that.
So his nickname in college was Broccoli.
Okay.
So really, it wasn't even, I was like, Sonshine and Broccoli. Like it wasn't even anything that we really put so much thought into. But now, 21 years later, it's, thank you, God.
So you've had so many moments with kids on stage and off now. Yeah. What have they taught you about music and maybe even life?
You know, it's such an incredible thing because when we started, we were babies. We were 20.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I've always loved kids. Always. And it's been like something that's very special for me. And just the connection that I have with them. So when we started writing music, it was like seeing the world through their eyes. Yeah. So it was such an unbelievable feeling of like being like, okay, like, how do they feel? And like, is it silly? Is it like, one of our first songs was like, you wish upon a star when you go to bed. It was a lullaby. One of our songs was the Broccoli Jam. Like, how do you rock out? Like, we didn't put so much thought into our songs, to be honest with you. It was just what what do they want to hear? Where is their imagination going? As we've progressed, we're working now on our 7th album. It's really, we have grown so much, and we have grown with them. So we say our demographic is like 2 to 10.
That's what I was going to ask
Yeah,
you. 2 to
it's
10.
about 2 to 10, but really now we consider ourselves empowering them. So they empower me, but our music is like different is good. It's cool to be kind.
Yeah.
And that was the album we were nominated for a Juno for. It's cool to be kind. And it was just something that was so relevant and important during that time and continues to be.
Absolutely. That's one of the wonderful things I love about you is your energy, your positive energy, and just the messaging in your songwriting.
Yeah.
Because you tell a story and I think you get kids to think. You're trying to get a message to them, but in a creative way. So what connects you? What connects you, do you think, to the music, with the kids? Like, what is that?
Our last
that
album.
magical, is it the lyrics, the words, or is
I
it
think
your
it's a lot of
whole
the words.
gimmick? You've got like your,
we're
two of you.
we write songs that we want to sing. And we are really moving with the times. So it's really like pop and like fun and engaging. And parents will always say to me like, I'm literally, your songs are blaring. My kids aren't even in the car. Because
That's
it's
the best compliment,
exactly.
right?
It's like, so I feel so grateful that we get to write this music that's like not only like relevant. I mean, we're not Taylor Swift, but we are spreading messages that are very positive and empowering messages for them without them really knowing it. Like, different is good. I'm going to be okay.
So Spread Your Wings and Fly
Yeah.
won an international awards. So why do you think it touched so many hearts?
That is crazy. That was the USA songwriting competition. I mean, I didn't even know. I didn't even know it won. I was like, what? Like, we were floored. I think it's like we are in a time now that we all really need to be empowered, but especially kids. People are showing up with a lot of stuff. And I think through music, we're able to convey these things of like, spread your wings and fly. Like, we've performed that on TV before. And we've, it's like a back to school or an ending of school or just open. You can be anything you want to be. Like, just open up. Like, the world is yours. So that is important for us. The messaging without being preachy, it's hard to do.
So in 2019, you got your first Juno nomination.
Yes,
Bravo. So tell us about this whole experience, from the beginning of when you heard the news to attending the Junos and everything about that.
That was the wildest experience we've ever had in our careers. It was like, from getting the phone call, first of all, the phone call was, I want to invite you to the PR event. And I was like, I called my publicist and I'm like, what, did we get nominated? And she's like, yeah. So it was, even when we were there, you are amongst the elite of Canadian talent.
Yeah.
We walked the red carpet with Sarah McLachlan. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And it was wild. We performed at the Junior Junos, which was wild.
So junior meaning the kids?
The kids.
Yeah.
So they had all the people. So we were nominated with Raffi and...
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you saw heroes. You saw other contemporaries
we did, and
that
like,
were heroes.
Jan Arden is at the table next to me, and she's like, great dress. I'm like, thanks, Jan Arden. So it was just a wild experience and something that... we're so grateful because forever we're Juno nominated.
Absolutely.
And that is a really big gift, especially in the, the Canadian talent.
So I heard that Jackie Richardson, this is going back to your bat mitzvah, she performed.
How did you?
Yeah. So
how do you know that?
Someone mentioned it to me, and
Jackie Richardson.
Yeah. So what was that experience like? You were so young.
Jackie I'm not going to say she got me to where I am today, but Jackie introduced me. So Jackie sang at all my family's events. I didn't know Jackie was Jackie.
Yeah.
I was 10-year-old little Lisa and first sang at my brother and sister's, bat mitzvah, and I sang That's What Friends Are For, and Jackie backed me up.
Oh, wow.
And then at my bat mitzvah, I
Yeah.
sang a few songs, and Jackie backed me up. And Jackie said to my parents, I want Lisa to go see my vocal teacher, Theodore Gentry.
So, but prior to that, were you even thinking about a musical career?
I
Or
mean, I
it
was always talented. I was
Yeah,
always singing at
natural
events
talent.
but I was young, right? So I was just like this little girl with the big personality and the great voice.
Yeah.
And then I started seeing Jackie's teacher till I went to university.
Incredible.
Incredible.
So she was a mentor or a role model, maybe?
She was so pivotal in, if I didn't study with Theodore, and she just was
who
like
is Theodore? Is
Theodore
he
Gentry.
well-known?
He was her vocal teacher.
Okay.
He was Jackie's vocal teacher.
Right.
And once a week, I would go down to Kensington Market. That's where he lived. And he said to me, you're going to be an opera singer. And I was like, no, I'm not. But he saw such potential in me, and our time together was so valuable. And whenever I see Jackie now,
Yeah.
it's wild. Like, she was a part of our family upbringing.
That's a beautiful
Yeah.
story. Yeah. And it has so much weight to it. I mean, you've got your career.
Yeah.
Kind of maybe responsible a little bit just for the vocal
Just
lessons.
opening
Absolutely.
doors to a world that was maybe something that my parents weren't familiar with, especially, seeing this vocal teacher that was seeing very high profile people.
So I want to talk about your album, Born to be Brave.
Yeah.
Celebrating differences
Yeah.
and building confidence.
Yes.
So what inspired that album?
So this is really cool. We were connected to two Juno winners. Kyra McLean, he was the youngest kid to win the Juno for, I can't think of it right now, but and Kurt Diamond.
Yeah.
And we decided to write a song with them. And we sat down with them and wrote this song, Born to be Brave. And it was a bluesy, jazzy, very cool song that we wrote together, and we performed it together, and we've performed it on like big stages together. And they were in a genre that we were not familiar with. And to be able to collaborate with, again, the elite of Canadian talent was something that was so incredibly powerful. Our album, Born to be Brave, was truly about accepting where we're at, accepting each other, empowering these kids that different is good, that I'm going to be okay, shine bright.
Yeah.
All of these messages that, I mean, they're so relevant to us.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I'm sure the parents are like turning up the volume just because, it can resonate with us as well and give us really good reminders and just as like a teaching tool almost for the kids.
Well, that's
right?
what's so nice about music, because, everybody connects to music. Music
Yeah.
is what makes the world go round.
Yeah, absolutely.
I see with my kids, like the way we blare music, the way it like is so a part of our daily lives, and how empowering it is to them, whether it's a dance party, whether one of them singing, whatever it is, it's just, it gets, it hits a different part of the brain.
So what inspires the songwriting, like the lyrics? Is it you? Is it Brock? Is it a teamwork effort?
It's definitely a teamwork.
Okay.
It's the way we move through the world. And especially now we're both parents.
Yeah.
And noticing the things that perhaps like our kids see. I wrote a song on our last album, Born to be Brave, called I Love You.
Yeah.
I wrote it when my oldest was born. He was about 3 months, and I sang it to him all the time. And then I didn't finish it.
I feel like every mother, honestly, has written a song but not done anything
And not
with
recorded it. Yeah.
Just because, there's so much emotion, right?
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you. And it
yeah.
is so deep. And this one is like you're the only one who knows. So I finished it when I was pregnant with my second.
Oh, so special.
So it's the lyrics are, you're the only one who knows what my heartbeat sounds from the inside out.
Oh, goodness.
Oh yeah. Like tear jerker.
Yeah.
And so singing that, these are the things that I get so inspired by my kids.
Yeah.
and broccoli gets inspired, and we see what's going on in the world and the need for, so we're writing a new album now. And, now there are neurodiversity.
Yeah.
There's accepting who you are. Bullying has always been
So
something.
Lisa, unfortunately we're running out of time, but I want to ask you, this is really important. With anti-Semitism on the rise, there is a growing need to teach kids about tolerance. Can music help with that?
I think music is truly one of the most powerful tools. I think it is a way to teach us about acceptance, about owning who you are, being so incredibly proud of who you are. And I think, I can tell you there's definitely a song on our next album geared towards that, because
So important.
it is so important. And let's make this an anthem.
Yeah.
Let's be so incredibly proud of who we are.
I like that.
And tolerant of other people.
Wonderful. Well, Lisa, thank you. Thank you for bringing the music and the energy and just lifting little hearts and big hearts everywhere.
Thank you for having me.